Good morning, all. In today's class, we are going to discuss about the topic Five Kingdom Classification, which covers page number 82. So here in see till that last class, we have discussed about that five different kingdoms. So what are all that kingdoms and what are all their characters and their nature. So this is what we have discussed till that last class. So here in today's class, what we are going to discuss is about their characteristics. It means what are all the general characters. That is what we are going to divide for each kingdom, and we are going to discuss today. So if we take Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae, and Animalia. So these five are the important kingdom classifications. So in that five kingdoms, what are all their nature means. If we take cell type, the cell type Monera, it will be unicellular, that is prokaryotic. And then what is meant by the prokaryotic? Without true nucleus. Okay, without the nuclear membrane, nucleus alone, if it is present, means that is called as prokaryotic. And then protista, it will be also unicellular, but it is eukaryotic, which have that nuclear membrane. Along with that, the nucleus, it will be present. And then fungi, multicellular and non-green and eukaryotic nature. And here plantae, this is also with the multicellular eukaryotic, and animalia, obviously it is also multicellular in nature. And the nucleus, see in Monera, it is absent. Remaining all the kingdoms, it has that nucleus. And then body organization, cellular level, and then cellular level, multicellular level. Okay, with the loose tissues means what? That's a tissue arrangement, it will be not so closer. Okay, little bit gap it will be there, which is called as loose tissues. And then next one, plantae, tissue level and organ level. So if we take animalia, tissues, organs, organ systems, along with their functions, everything it will be present. And then mode of nutrition, it will be autotrophic or heterotropic. Even protist also like the same, it may be autotrophic or heterotropic. Okay, and then saprophytic. What is meant by saprophytic or parasitic? Sometimes symbiotic. It means either the fungi, it may be depending on others. Okay, or even it may grow on any just living organisms, or even on the dead cells. Okay, in such a way, some it may grow on the dead organisms, some it will grow on that living plants or animals in such a way, or some it will be having both the characters also, and some will depends on that algae. Okay, some will be just coordinate with that algae, which is called as symbiotic in nature. So in such a way, plantae means it is only the way is autotrophic, it means it can produce their own food. And animalia, if we take, it is a heterotrophic, which depends on others for food. And then examples, so what are all the examples? For Monera, it is a bacteria and a blue green algae, and for Protista, it is Pyrogyra and Rhizopus. And then plantae, it is herbs or shrubs. And then animalia, if we take, even human being also an example for this animalia. And then what are all the merits of this five kingdom classifications means. See, first one, it is more scientific and natural, so it is one of the scientific method, and also naturally it can be classified, which indicates that cellular organization, mode of nutrition based on their characters. So in such a way, by the natural way itself, we can just classify by this method. And then the most accepted system, even this is also accepted by everyone, and it indicates gradual evolution of complex organisms. And then demerits, so what are all the demerits means that here any though all the organisms are classified, but the virus classification alone, it is not proper. So and then this multicellular organisms have originated several times, so it means from the protist, if we take continuously, often we can just take that multicellular organism, it is also one of the drawback. And then has drawn back with reference to the lower forms of life. Okay, from that lower forms of life means that smaller organisms. And then some organisms included under protist. So what are all the organisms which include our protist are not eukaryotes. Okay, this is also a demerit. So here your questions, what you're going to write is question number 29, explain the characteristics of five kingdom classification. And then question number 30, what are the merits and demerits of this five kingdom classification. So for that 29th question, you want to make a tabular column. For 30, you want to write the merits and demerits.